Hi, Sandy Burkholder here with Ashland's Business as Usual. We are here at Advocates for Families with Greg, the director, and Megan, the assistant director. We got everybody here. We're just gonna, but tell us a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna start over with that question because this wall that we're standing against is absolutely wonderful, and I know there's a story behind it. So give us the story behind it.
Yeah, so we are in the process of turning this room into a teen lounge, and we thought it'd be great to have the youth in our program to have some buy-in. So we had about 12 kids come in here, and we had adults working with them, and we taught them how to use some stain. We taught them how to use a circular saw. We worked with them to use a nail gun, and they actually built this wall. They were able to kind of figure out how they wanted to put the pallet design on here, and they went through the pallets and they measured them. So they were out here really focusing on like learning how to measure and cut things straight and use tools that they had never really had the opportunity for. So we're really excited about it. We're really proud about it that they get a chance to have this room as some of theirs. Every time they come into the building, they look at the wall and they're so excited to see it. They're like, "Wow, it just turned out so great!" And that was a month ago, and they're still super pumped about seeing it.
So the wall is a finished product in this room, and as you're going to see, that there's the rest of this room is, you're working on. But what's your dream for this room with the kids that you have?
Yeah, so the hope is we're going to add some shelves to this wall unit so that we can put some activity supplies on there, some board games, some things that help us to use as tools when we're working with the youth and trying to empower them. We're really trying to build up their self-esteem. We're really trying to build up their communication skills, help them feel good about themselves, feel good about their community, and have a safe space where they can come and be themselves.
So this isn't, with the room, this isn't the only project. I think we were talking about the signs earlier, Megan.
Yes.
You mentioned that, with the signs, the beautiful signs you have, those were done by?
Those were done by an Eagle Scout, I believe about a year and a half ago. And as you'll see, they're beautiful. We'll show you a look. There's one at the back of the building and also one at the front of the building that showcase our agency Advocates for Families, but also our CASA program, which is the Court Appointed Special Advocates program for Ashland County, which is housed here in our building along with Knox County CASA.
Awesome. So let's dig in. Let's dive in. What do you truly do here with the kids? You do some awesome activities and you teach them and stuff, but what is it? Give me all the...
Yeah, so we have a mentoring program, which is our Youth Intervention Services program. We meet with at-risk youth in the community who are potentially involved with the court system. They may be having some troubles at school. They may be having some problems at home. So we meet with them on a weekly basis. Our goal is to build them up and help them have more self-worth, help them make better decisions, help them learn how to communicate and express themselves. And so we have a team of mentors that meet with them on a weekly basis for anywhere from 6 months to a year and a half. We also have a parent support program where we work with parents in the community who could use some extra skills. So a lot of the parents we work with have some generational trauma. They weren't really role modeled how to be good parents, so they just want to be better parents. It's not saying that they're not good parents to start with. We're just trying to help give them some extra tools so that they can feel like they're more equipped.
Right. And through our parent support program, we actually have several different layers that we work with. We do have parent support groups, both for incarcerated mothers and incarcerated fathers in the Ashland County Jail. We also have a monthly group for dads that is the first Monday of every month at 7:30 here in our parking lot, which is a fire. And it is basically our fatherhood fire, where dads come around with peers and talk about what it means to be a father and how it's important to be a present father in your kids' lives. And then we're also going to be doing another family support program in conjunction with the church next door to help build resiliency for parents and families who have kids who may be struggling in school.
Right. So with the community, and if someone needs help in the community, or maybe they're just not aware, or if there's a friend out there that says, oh, I think they would be, how do they get involved, or how do they reach out, and how does that all get started for someone?
Yeah, so we have a referral process. So sometimes parents will reach out to us to self-refer themselves. for either wraparound or for parent support services. Sometimes parents or youth will reach out about our mentoring program or our empowerment groups, or other agencies will. So we get some referrals from juvenile probation, we get referrals from the school system, from teachers, from anybody that are in their lives. We get a lot of support through Appleseed, who are sending over referrals of kids that they feel could use a little bit of extra services. So we take them from anywhere, and our goal is really just to build up the community and help to provide the future of adults of Ashland and the current adults of Ashland just some extra supports.
Awesome. And so you have a pretty nice sized team here that do a lot of different things. Do you want to talk about your team, that way just a little bit?
Yeah. So we have a team of, I want to say
About 20.
8. Okay. Yeah. Probably about 20.
Yeah.
And they come from all sorts of different backgrounds. We have some retired teachers on our staff. We have several social workers, so people that have gone to school and they have lots of experience in the field where they really have a passion to make Ashland better. They have a passion to help build up these families and build up these youth in the community by surrounding them with people that care about them. So we develop intentional relationships that are goal driven, and all of our staff are trauma informed. So they're really focused on building those up and recognizing that some of their past is their story, but it doesn't have to define them.
Right. And so how can we as a community support you? What's needed? Or do you need more volunteers? Do you need sponsorships for things? Do you need, if the sky's the limit, what is it you need here?
Well,
Loaded question.
that's a tough question. I think the hardest part is just continuing to support our staff with funding. We're constantly struggling. We're entirely donation funded and grant funded. That removes barriers so that we don't have to necessarily focus on quotas, and we can focus on the relationships we're building with the youth.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that, so do you have a website? Is that where your referral forms are? Facebook page? Where's all that?
Everything's on advocatesforfamilies.org.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. And we also do have a Facebook page as well.
Yep.
Are there any activities coming up that we should know about? Just any different things that you're doing with the kids, or anything that the community would be getting involved with that way?
Coming up for our mentoring program, we are getting ready to have a day where we're going to the Kroc Center. So we do a once a month activity in the community. In April, we went and did Make Ashland Sparkle. So we had several youth that came out and helped to clean up at the Audubon wetlands. We put some signs up out there, and we cleaned up some litter. So we're trying to always be out in the community. A big thing that we find with our families is they don't recognize how good Ashland is. Ashland has a great park system. Ashland has a lot of community resources. Our libraries are really great. You can go in there and you can actually get a board game. You can sit in there and play. You can check them out. There's ways that you can connect with your families through just the different clubs they do there. And there's lots of little things like that hidden in Ashland. And so we try to explore those and invite families to see those so that they can build them up and feel good about their community and recognize that Ashland is a growing community with a lot of good things here.
Ever growing, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. We also have a new program that we're getting ready to pilot. We had gotten a donation through Anglers and Antlers, and we are going to use that to start a program called Brave Ashland. It stands for Building Resistance Against Violence and Exclusion.
Awesome.
We're going to work with parents and youth and help to build up their self-worth and gain tools against bullying so that they can be more resistant when they're put into situations where they feel like they're being isolated, they feel like they're being targeted, just to help them feel like they have a community. I think it's really important that families and youth don't feel like they're going through this alone. There's a lot of youth that struggle. There's a lot of youth that go through these things. There's a lot of families that go through these things. There's a lot of parents. So we're just trying to help create that community so that they can share their stories and they can share techniques that work. I think it's great to share your story, but also moving forward and recognizing that we can rise above this. We can grow from this experience. And as long as we're forward thinking. We're thinking about what tools that we can put in our tool bag to move forward. That's gonna help us all.
Yeah, you're outfitting them with tools that they need that way.
Yep.
So phone number and location.
Yeah, we are located at 270 Sandusky Street.
419-281-3788.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, and also feel free to reach out through the website as well, which again is advocatesforfamilies.org. You can find us on Facebook, and we are here on Sandusky Street, so feel free to drive by, ring the doorbell around back, and we're happy to help you if you drop in as well.
well, we're here with Greg and Megan at Advocates for Families. Look them up, join them, just love them as a community, and just support them the best you can. Thanks and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks.